that said, if you remember the last session, we looked at the concept of punya. So the other side of the coin is called papa, or pap, as cause and effect, punya and papa. So if you look at the philosophy of Hinduism, and it talks about the cause and effect doctrine, that's karma. Basically, what you sow, you have to reap, and there's no escape from this. The theory of punya and papa flows. It can appear to be complex, but in reality, it isn't, because quite simply put, whatever you think, if it's good, it comes back as a good energy to you. If it's bad, it comes back as a bad energy. Whatever you say, if it's good, good comes back. If it's bad, bad comes back. And of course, whatever you do, if it's good, good comes back. If it's bad, bad comes back. So, it's quite easy to understand if you put it in that sort of a comprehensible chunk. However, right, is there any escape from this? Well, not really, because you are in control of your thoughts, you are in control of your words, you are in control of your actions. Therefore, you reap the consequences of what you think, what you say, and what you do. Even avatars who have come, they go through the same motion. So you and I, mere mortals, we are obviously not an exception to the rule. If you take, I've spoken to you about this when I did Bhagavad Gita. I spoke to you about Karna. Once Karna was going, walking to go and see his friend Duryodhana. And on the way, he saw this mother feeding her child. But in her hurry to feed the crying child, some of the milk spilled. She only had a little tumbler sort of thing, and some of the milk spilled onto the ground, and the child started to cry further. Right? Karna, on seeing this, he went and he collected the milk beautifully from the earth, and he gave it to the mother, and the mother put it back in the pot and fed the child. Now the child was happy, but Prithvi Mata, Mother Earth, Bhumi Devi came up and said, you have taken something that was given to me. It's a sacrifice. So whatever milk that fell on the ground actually belonged to me, and you have taken something without asking my permission. And for that, you will face the same music when at the time of your passing, the hour of death, you will want so much for a drink and you will not be able to have it because there won't be any around you. And true enough, when Karna died, and I spoke to you about this when I did Bhagavad Gita, right? At the last moment of his life, everyone came, including Krishna, who came in the disguise of a Brahmin man and took away his punyas, right? And of course, at the end of the day, when he was thirsty, he had no drink. And Krishna knew of Prithvi's Mother Earth, Bhumi Devi's sharp, the curse on him. So he couldn't get in the way of that. And he knew Karna was going to go anyway. So that's one of the reasons I also mentioned this to you, that Karna comes back during the Mahalaya Amavasya period to give food and drink to everybody, right? All his ancestors. That's one. I mean, Lord Krishna, who was the incarnation of Dharma, the very personification of Dharma itself. Of course, he did not pick any arms in the war at all, right? In the Mahabharata war. He was merely the Parthasarathi. He was only the charioteer for Arjuna. But all the killing was done by the Pandava brothers and their respective armies. But Gandhari cursed him, saying, you killed all my children, and therefore you will also lose all your clan when you least expect it. And true enough, the Yadava clan was killed in a bizarre fashion, it just started as a little disagreement, and then it grew into a big fight, and they started killing each other, and that was it. And Krishna could not do anything because that was the Paapa that had come and befallen him as a result of Gandhari's curse. So it's hard to say who's right, who's wrong. I mean, was Karna right or wrong in taking the milk and giving to the baby? But at the same time, he denied Mother Earth of what was rightfully hers. So it's argumentative. And what about Krishna? Was he wrong or was he right? I mean, he didn't pick any arms. He was just a charioteer, but he was the brains behind everything, right? He never dictated. He just gave them the choices, and then obviously they all made the choices based on his guidance. So all I will say to you is do good according to your heart, selflessly. Forget about the rest, because that's the very essence of the Saram. Gita Saram says, do your duty, don't expect the results. Always think good, say good, and be good. That way, when your thoughts, words, and actions are in harmony, you will only attract punya, and papa will go further and further and further away. Shall I see you next time? Om Tat Sat.